All right. Good evening, IHSA football family. How you doing? Just got back from Lockport. Wonderful time at Lockport. Thank you to the Lockport players, coaches, and parents for a wonderful time at the Lockport scrimmage. As I always do every year, for scrimmage, we're supposed to go to Lockport. Last year, couldn't make it because of COVID protocols, and there was actually no scrimmage. But it was good to be at Lockport, and I consider Lockport, the Lockport Porter team, a very important team this year in this conference. I think that they have enough weapons they can make a deep run in state. And I know they haven't been to the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken, since 2016. But I really like this team. I really like their schedule. I like the teams that they are playing. The teams that they are playing, they have a few teams where we thought that if you know the name, but they're on the sort of on the downside of things. But Lockport to me is an interesting team. They lost their linebacker, their star linebacker. They also lost. Go see. I'm forgetting the guy's name. Where is the senior? Quinn Kelly, Will Orban, and Joe Shabarowski. They're both, all three have graduated. Key playmakers, hell of players too. But this team, Lockport, is stacked, really stacked. Hayden Timosek, Ryan Little, unbelievable. Really impressed with one of his catches that he made today. Ethan Gallagher, Michael Holland. They got beef on offensive and defensive line. That's really impressive to me. And you can look at they outsized a few of the lines in their conference. Cody and Cole Slizer, two names that you need to watch out for too. Colin, Colin, their offensive lineman. I apologize. I butcher last names. I do apologize for that. Um, but overall, just a great offense. The quarterback, Hayden Timosek, he's interested. His brother, too, tight end as well, if I'm not mistaken. He's another player to watch at Lockport. But to me, if you look at the schedule for 2021, Juliet West, Meta Valley, Bradley Bourbonnais. Bradley Bourbonnais could be a tough team. Homewood Flossmoor, a little bit on the downslide. Sandburg, it's not there yet. First year coach Troy McAllister. Bolingbrook, tough team, no doubt about it, but still questions at Bolingbrook. The only real strong team on that schedule is Lincoln Way East for Lockport, and this team could be something special. It really could be something special. That offensive line is just a juggernaut. That the running style is unbelievable, and you just look at some of the defenses that these teams they're facing. It's looking good for Lockport this season. I'm not gonna lie, it's looking good. And could I be wrong? Probably, most likely, with my predictions. But Lockport looks good this season. Um, Again, for me, the key thing would be that Juliet West game is a huge test for the Lockport Porters. That's going to be a big game. Um, Lincoln Way East, another big test. Homer Flossmoor, big test. Bradley Bourbonnais. Not a lot of people talking about Bradley Bourbonnais, but Bradley Bourbonnais could shock some people with their quarterback, Cage Williams. But Lockport looks great. They look stacked this season. They lost some key players, but I think that they're going to have some juniors that come up to that spot, and it's going to be interesting. But don't sleep on Ethan Gallagher. He's another star. Ryan Little, star wide receiver, one of the best in the state. There's another, the Slicer brothers. They're unbelievable too. They're special. Um, I'm trying to think. There's one more player that I'm forgetting about. I already talked about Hyatt, but they look good. For me, I'm going to give them what I typed in my article. They got a good shot at being 7-2, 8-1 this season. That's my personal feeling. I think this team is going to be a complete great run this season. Coach Cesar, or hopefully didn't mispronounce his last name. He is a good shot at becoming Coach of the Year in the state of Illinois. This team could be a special team, but it depends. Those first 3 games, get that tempo going, and again, that kid Timo Hayden Hayden, it could be again one of the better players in the state of Illinois. I consider him one of the best athletes in the state of Illinois. He's a hell of a quarterback, and he could he could go on a streak this season. He could be on a fire this whole season. So definitely keep an eye out for Lockport Porter football. And again, sorry, a little bit tired. If I messed up on the video, messed up on the names and that. Make sure you follow Coach Big Pete and Deep Dish Football on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. My email is coachbigpetefp@gmail.com if you have any questions. If you like the work, feel free to leave a tip via PayPal link below. Visit deepdishfootball.com. Breakfast with Coach Big Pete is every Saturday at 9 a.m. on the Facebook page of Deep Dish Football. Make sure you're following that. I'm sorry, on Coach Big Pete's page on Facebook. Make sure you're following it. Deep Dish Football Live is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. talking IHSA football. And I'll definitely be talking more about Lockport football on Wednesday. Thank you so much and have a lovely night.